Hello everyone and welcome to our today's class. Today I'll be taking you on dangling. The dress dangling, so many of us know about the dress dangling, but we don't know the name. This jean pinafore that we have the rope at the back coming out to the front side, the cape at the front. You can also have the cape as well at the back. Most times people who use this particular clothes are the mechanics and engineers. You see them putting it on. So here I'm going to be explaining how to make it, but in a skirt pattern. You can use a trouser, but here I'll be making a skirt pattern, and I'm making a straight skirt. You can see I have my two buttons that will be holding the strap from the back waist to the front side, and then we have our hip curve and our ruler, and then our scissors and everything to prepare this pattern. So after taking these classes, you can place this on your material and make this for yourself so you see what it looks like. You can use your Ankara material, you can use your jean, you can use your chinos, any quality material that you know that when you use it will be firm on the body but not stretchy material, it won't look good on it. So I'll be going straight to explain to you how to make a dangling. So this is it. My length is 40. This is my measurement book here. My length says 40 and my half length says 16. So from here I'll be taking my 16. So I'll take my tape backward, and this is my 24 inches. I will mark it out, my 24, this way. And I'll mark my 24 out. And then roll this out. And so up here I'll be adding my allowance, my 1 inch for hemming to fold the bottom of my gown, and then 1.5 inch to hold the band to connect to the cape side to complete this dress. So I'll add in total of 1.5 inches here, and that's it. I'm going to roll this out. So this is it. So from here I'll place the tape back here. This is my half length, says 16, and I'm going to be bringing out my hip length, which says 25, but I'll be marking 25.5. So after joining, I still have my 25 inches. So this is my 25.5 inches here. So I'll bring my tape back, it says 29.5. I'll bring my 9.5 here, so I can have accurate measurement. So this is it, and then I'll rule it out. So we have gotten the necessary point, our waist. We've taken minus our half length, our waist angle, our hip, and this is our length. And you can see my hemming allowance is 1 inch, and the joining to the waist is half, which is giving us 1.5 inches. So I'm going to be taking our measurements around the waist. It says 28. When I divide 28 into 4, it's giving me 8 inch. It's giving me 7 inches here. So I'll mark my 7 inches. You can add your dart if you want. If you don't want, you can just leave your 7 inches and then add your sewing allowance. But I want to have a dart on this, so I'll place my 1 inch for my dart and then my 1 inch to sew. Then around the hip angle, it says 36. 36 divided into 4 places is giving me 9. So I'm going to be placing my 9 inch here and then 1 inch to go. So in total of everything I have here, I have 10 inches. So I'll be taking my 10 inches down here because I'm making a straight dangling and not a pencil. I'll take it all through to this place. So you see, you can make yours a pencil if you want, but I'm making my own straight. So I'll take it all up, down there, and this is it. And so after this, I'll take my hip curve. Here I have my hip curve. I'll be connecting this angle to give us the shaping of this gown. So this is it. We are out. So this is the down part of it, which is the skirt angle. We have gotten the front. We don't need to start shaping in this place because it's not a skirt that will stay on its own. We'll be connecting something to it. So for us to be able to achieve the upper side, after connect, because I'll be using a nipple point of 8 inches for her. So as you can see, I'll be having my 4 inches down here. So when I use my measurement here, it will be giving me, no, I'll be using 4 inches here, then add half. You can see so that when I finish sewing with my half, it's remaining 4 inches, because I want this to connect with the upside of this gown, which is the cape angle that will be connecting our strap coming from the back side. So I'll be cutting this pattern out and placing it at the back side, so you see what it looks like when I'm done with this. You see, this person is a very slim person. So this is it, and then I'll notch the middle, and then the dart angle, I'll take my 4.5 inches here, and then I'll notch it as well. Voila. So take this, I'm going to get another paper to bring out the back side. You see this pattern of dangling made with skirts? You can have a zip at the back side, you can have it at the side of your skirt. Anywhere you like, you place it, but with me, I want to have my own zip at the side. So what I have here, I'm going to be placing it back here. You can see, I'll just cut the same out. This method is very simple. Be you're making your trouser dangling or you're doing the skirt, this method is very, very easy. So you see, I'm going to be cutting this out like this. So you see, I'll notch here as well, so it could help me with direction of where every part I'm meant to rest. So down here is our hemming. I'm going to be marking my 1 inch up here, 1 inch, 1 inch to fold, 1 inch to fold. Don't forget, you can make yours 1.5. For those of you that like 2 inches hemming, no problem. As long as you have a hemming allowance to fold, then you're good to go. So you see, this is just to let you know that we have 1 inch allowance to fold for the hemming. So I'm going to be putting this aside and then get to the upside. So this is it. I'm going to be cutting this open, but when you're placing on your material, or rather let me fold it so it will be easy when I open it, and then you understand. I'll fold this way. Very simple. So I have my paper with me, and then the cape angle of this dangling, which is the side that is connecting with the strap, the measurement of the length says 8 inches, and then I'm going to be adding half at the upside, half at the downside, or rather I'll just measure my 8 and then add 1 inch, which is in total of 9 inches. So I'm going to be doing just this. This is my 9 inches. I'm going to measure my 9 inches here. So now you see, then our dart is going to be working with us here. Like I measured the other time, my dart is 4 inches. I'm going to be measuring my 4.5 as well. So when I sew with half around this angle, it's going to remain 4. So it's going to be resting directly on my dart length. So this is it, my dart point, so it's going to correspond. So I have my 4.5 inches here. I'll take it all the way up to that 9 inches. So you see, and then I'm going to roll this out. On your material, you're going to be cutting this in 2 places, 2 at the front, 2 at the back. So when you turn, front and back will be the same, so you have a clean finishing on your work. But if you want to use a lining, no problem, but it's always nice when you use the same material to turn, so you have good finishing. So you can see I have my 9 inches all out. I'm going to be doing the same thing here as well. I'll fold, measure out my 9 inches. Let me take this off. So this is it. I am going to be measuring my 9 inches here, down here as well. So I'll roll it out. Yep. So you see, and then we'll measure our 4.5 inches, or 4.5, and then roll it out again. So I'm going to be cutting this out. So I have the 2 with me, you can see. So I'll notch this. Like I said, this you're supposed to cut 2 for the front and 2 for the back. If you're placing on your material, you place it on fold, like I have this, and then cut out another one that will serve for only the front, and then you cut out another 2 again that will serve for only the back, so it looks nice. And don't forget to stay the main part that is the body showing outside. You stay it with your air stay or your paper stay, the lighter one, and then turn, because the inner one will be like your lining. So when you finish turning it here, it will just rest directly to your measurement. So I have the front and the back with me. I'm going to be notching this as well. So you see, I have this. Both ready at this angle. So now I'm going to be cutting out our strap that makes this cloth a dangling. I'll do just this. So to get our strap for the dangling, on your material you fold this. You see the way I folded it? You fold it, but here I'm going to be opening down because you know this is pattern. So I'm going to be cutting out here. I'm going to be cutting out 1/4. But if it's with your material, you fold it this way, and then you measure out your 1/4 this way. So when you sew with quarter, your strap will be remaining 1 inch and look very simple and smart. So here I'll be measuring 1/4, quarter to sew, 1 to remain for the strap. You can do 1.5 if you like, but I prefer doing 1/4 so that the strap will be looking slim and lovely. So this is it. I've measured out my 1/4. The measurement of my strap from here, you can see I took off my half length on this measurement, the body measurement of this cloth. You can see this is 14. A half length says 16, like I measured before taking my the downside. 2 inches will be coming in for my band to complete this upper side to give me my half length. This 14, you can see I'm having extra addition of 1 inch up here, because normal I'm supposed to minus 6 inches from this measurement. That is the point where my cape is coming from, and then connecting the strap to meet the back side. I minus my 6 inches, and then this is my 14. You can see my 14 here plus 1 inch. Have to hold up here, have to hold down here with the band to give me total of 16 inches for my half length in total before I can connect to the downside. So don't make mistake. You can see, make sure you always minus it when you're taking your measurements. Place it on the client's body and see your whatever you're minusing. You might want to do 6, 5, depending on how low the person wants the cape to be on this particular garment. But here I'll be minusing 6 inches to meet up with 14 inches when I'm done closing up everything. So here will be giving me 8, my 2 inches band in total of 16 to meet up with that 6 inches up there and then connect to the body. So at the moment, the total length of what I have from the back side to meet the front side of my strap is giving me 19. That's yep, it's giving me a total of 20. That's the back side is giving me 14. 14 plus 6, that's in total of 20 inches. And so I'll be adding 1 inch to give me 21. You can see this is my 21 here. So I roll this out. That 21 serves as ½ inch to hold the front side together with that 6 inches at the front. You can see this is ½ inch. This is my 6 inches. This is it. My 14 inches down here, which is going to the back side. Half to hold the front with the cape, half to hold the band at the back side. So in total of 21 inches. So I'm going to be putting down my 1/4 here. So you see. And then I'll roll this out. I'll be having this in 2 places so that you understand what we are cutting out now. This method is very, very simple and easy for you to make this particular garment. Be you're making it in trouser, your shorts, and your skirt. This method is very easy. So guys, while you're watching this video, don't forget to like this video, hit the notification bell there, subscribe, and drop your comments so that whenever we have any other video you can see. And then when I see your comment, don't worry, I'll attend to each and every one of you there. So just drop your comments, I'll come there to attend to them. So this is it. We're going to be cutting the second side. Here you can see. If you feel like this is going to shake while you're doing it, place this one angle and then cut out another 1/4 like I'm going to do now. Don't forget, like I say, don't forget to do that. I said fold. You fold your material to do this. I'm making this open out down here because it's pattern. So you see, I'm going to be rolling out my 21 inches. No addition. If not, you have excess, and then you see your dangling. When you put it on, it will be falling off. That is no longer a dangling. So you see. So I'll cut this out. This is it. I guess that is all it for the pattern cutting. So we're going to the main process. This is it. I'm going to be folding this by ½ inch. Fold this by ½ inch here. You can see this is my ½ inch down here. This is my half. This half. And this is my half here. Take ½ inch. If you can manage quarter, after making this, you can add quarter to yours and then manage it. And then here as well. That if I'm working with a lining, everything you're sewing is half, half, half. So this is it as well here. Another half. I'm going to be folding this way. Don't mind me, I'm using free hand. That's because I'm used to the tape. So this is it. So this downside will serve as a place to join with your band. You can see. So that I'm going to cut out the band later. So this is it. What it's going to look like. And so we prepare this and place under here with half. You can see. Half will go in. Let me show you. This is half here and another half here. And so I'm going to be taking another half here as well. And another half here. So I'll place this one inside here. Then I'm going to be pinning it down with a paper tape. So I'm going to be taking this other one as well and mark out my 1/2 inch like I did with the first one. I'm going to mark my 1/2 here, and I'll come down here as well and mark it. You can see this tie is not hard at all, so put it down with the paper tape as well. Looking at this, I know you already know what I'm doing. So this is it. I'm going to do the second one. I'm going to pin this down. This is my 1/2, another 1/2. I'm going to hold it down on the side as well. You can see total of 8. So I'm going to be taking this to connect with the back. And you see, with my 1/2 that I've marked out, I'm going to be taking my paper tape to hold this down. Oh, this is not big enough. And then this is to hold it down. Can you see? I'm going to be holding down my 1/2 inch as well. Then pin this down. So this is it. What's in the front and the back. If you see this method, you can do your dangling like this. But this is not the method I want. I'm just showing you what this one is going to look like if you're using this method. You see there is a measurement. But now I'm going to be taking this off to show you what the real work we're doing here is. The real style we're working for. I'm going to be taking this off and take this off. This is for when you want this to come at the back and at the front. So over here, this will go to the side and this will stand on its own. Can you see it? So this is it from here. This is my 6 inches. To meet my 20.5. So I'm going to be cutting out my band to complete this work. Here we have our pattern paper. Always says 28. Let me fold this so it will be very easy. So this is 28 at the front. That's 7 inches. This is 28 plus 1 to hold the band. And this is it. So I want my band to be 2 inches. When I fold, I'm going to be making here 3 inches. So when I work with half here, I work with half here to remain 2 inches. So this is my 3 inches here, 3, and my 3 inches. So I'm going to be rolling this out. I'll cut this out. I'll mark out for the back as well, like 3 inches. As when I'm putting my zip at the back, I'll put a 1 inch zip allowance, but no, my zip will be going to the side, so I don't need it. A total of 8 here. Don't get confused, that's 7 plus 1, that's 8. So I'm going to roll this out and cut. So this is it. Don't forget, this your band is meant to be in 4 pieces, 2 for the front, 2 for the back, 1 for the lining and 1 for the main body. And then don't forget to put your stay so everything stays firm, and then notch so you can meet up to your point when you're walking. So this is it. Down, you're working with ½ inch up here. See, then half here. Here you see. So while you're folding, try to use your tape so everything corresponds to your 2 inches, so you don't have excess to affect the dangling to start losing out on your body instead of it to relax. So this is it, my 2 inches. It's my 2 inches. You see, this band is ready. And then I prepare the second one, my ½ inch as well. So here, let's see. So my 2 bands are ready. The total of what I have at the front should be 16. So you see, so I'm going to be making this out this way. So fold this way. You can do this with your chalk, but don't make it too thick so you don't stain your material. I'll fold it this way. Then I'll take my tape and mark out my 4 inches for my dart. You see, I'll do the same here. You see, I have my points and I have the middle ready. And so I'll do the same here. I'll mark my 4 inch here for my dart. Then I'll mark my 4 inches as well here. Open. You've already notched on the upper side of your cape, the downside of your cape, which we have here. This is it. So this is the front side. So let's do this. Can you see? Can you see what's happening here? So I'm going to be placing this way. I'll take my marker and connect this here. This is my 4, and this is another 4. So I'm going to be placing this way, in between the notch. You see they're corresponding real good. Let me use the paper type, so this is going to hold back down. Okay. I use it to pin this down. That's what it's going to look like. You can see even without using material, you're already seeing what I'm making. I told you this method is a very simple one to make your dangling. Be your trouser or the skirt, like I said. Ta-da-da! You see? Yes, guys. So I'm going to be taking this and file it under here. So you see? I'm going to put it this way. Take my marker and my point here and this as well. So I'll take my tape, my paper tape here, and this is it. I'll put this guy this way. Our dangling is almost ready. I'll take this as well and hold this down. You can see I'm not doing more than my ½ inch, so I don't have any excess on the clothes that I'm making. So this is my 6 inches. I'm going to mark out my 6 inches here. And this is it here as well. And so this is my band connecting with each other here. It's funny, right? But it's a very simple method to make your dangling. Just like some of our children's school uniform, but we can have it in different materials. You can see they're meeting equal, and this is how the back will look like. Ta-da! Can you see? So I'm going to be bringing the down part, which is the skirt part, and prepare that as well. This is the back side. So here I want my dart length to be 5. So when I take half out of it, it's going to be remaining 4½ inches, because I'm going to be working with half here. So this is my dart, my ½ inch here, and my ½ inch here. And I'm going to rule this out straight, and then slant this for my dart. So you see, I'll do the same thing here, half and half, and I'm going to roll a straight line. If you're not good with the straight line, don't worry, that's not difficult to do. You can come to this side and then mark out your 4½ inches. So you see, am I correct? Good. So this is it. I'm going to mark out my dot line out. You can also do this on your material if you have issues on how to place your dots. That's how to pick your dot. You can do this on your material as well. So I'm going to be doing this way. I'll take this guy here. Watch me. I will do just this. Then while he's holding it down, I'm going to take my pin and hold. I'm going to be using my pin. So this is what it looks like at the front. Looks like a dart already. Tasty. And so we're going to be working on the second dart. Let me see. I'm going to use this to hold this close so it doesn't move. And then still take your pin like your stitch. It looks funny, right? But it's going to come out real good, like that. So you see, this is what it looks like. I think I like this one more. I'm going to work on this one. I'll take this up and here. And so this is it. We have our dots ready. So you can see the book corresponding. Can you see? And so I'm going to be putting this inside of here this way. The notch point should face each other. Can you see your dot is corresponding with this? Can you see? Everything is corresponding very good. So I'm going to be using my paper tape to tape this down. So like so. We manage our 1/2 inch. Don't add. And this is it. You also hold it down more so it doesn't go off. Yep. And this is it for the front. You can see our dress is almost ready. I'm going to use pin to hold as well. So I'm going to hold this down. So guys, can't you see this is so lovely? Yeah, don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page there on Cute Little Stitches. You also get good styles and videos whenever we have our videos, so you go through. So we're going to be placing the back side and then round this off. So you see, we have this guy as well. So we're going to take it. I'm going to be placing this here as well. Before that, our dart. Don't forget your dart. I'm going to be taking my dart length. This is my dart length here. 5. I'll come up here. 1/2, 1/2. And then I'll roll. So you see, I'll connect my dart carefully to meet here before I can hold down on the machine or hold it down with the paper. So this is my 5 inch here, and then here 1/2, 1/2. I'll roll it down. You can see, and so I'm going to be taking my paper tape to hold it down. pin it down. I'll do the same here. So this is it. And then hold it down. Okay. Alright guys, the back is also ready. Okay. I'm going to be taking this. This is our wonderful dress. So this is it. Cover it this way. And bring this up. You see? I'm going to connect it this way. Notch point. You see? They're meeting accurately. So I'm going to tape this down. So we're going to put it this way to hold down. So right now, let me put it this way. And this way. This is what it's going to look like. And then you put your zip by the side. So guys, can you see? Very easy to make. Ta-da-da! Our dangling is ready. So if you're placing this on your material, all you need to do is turn this to the back, stitch it and bring out your measurement. Give your space of 8 inches around this angle or 7 depending on the size of your hip, and then close the side, pass your zip, open it, and ta-da-da! You go into your dress and that's it. Okay, you see guys, our dress is ready. Like I said, you can make your own pencil. I'm not working on pencil with this. You can make your own pencil. You can make it a shorts. You can make it a trouser, big pencil, palazzo, whatever you want to make it with. But try to work with this. Is that you're doing the back side this way, this method, or you can also use this method as well. Both front and back will be having this. You can see sometimes you see it in our uniforms, our children uniforms. Adults can also make it, but in different material, and it will look very lovely. After making it, you just place your lovely brush around this corner, or you can just put your fancy buttons. So you see, it's just how it's going to look lovely with your buttons. So you see, very easy. So then when you place your tape, you can see I'm at my 16 inches length for my half length, and everything is accurate. You see my 40 to 41. So just be careful so you don't add excess to your measurements when you're making this. So guys, thank you for joining me in today's class. I love today's class. I don't know about you, but I'm sure you're going to love this. So that's the main reason why you're going to like this video. You're going to turn on your notification bell, subscribe, drop your comments, follow us on Facebook, on our Facebook channel there, Cute Look Stitches. There you see our lovely videos. Thank you for today. See you in our next class. Bye guys.